Have you ever wondered what a company's AI training program really says about them? I mean, forget all the short-term buzzwords. Today, we're looking at the long-term blueprint because a company's 5-year plan for AI, well, it's like a window straight into its soul. Now, before we really get into it, just a quick heads up. This is part 4 of a pretty deep 15-part overview. It's all based on a research report by Virtualization Options LLC that looks at AI training differences between 2 types of companies, those focused on shareholder value and those focused on their customers. And as you can probably guess, these little explainers are just scratching the surface of what's in that full report.
So, let's start with a really big question. I want you to picture a company 5 years from now completely powered by AI. What does it look like? You know, the answer has almost nothing to do with the technology itself. It all comes down to who that company is fundamentally built to serve. Is it all about the shareholders, or is it all about the customers?
I love this analogy because it just hits the nail on the head. Think of AI as your building material, right? You give it to 2 architects. You tell the first one, build me an impenetrable fortress. It needs to be defensible, secure, and all about protecting value. Then you tell the second one, build me an inviting, responsive home. It needs to be welcoming, adaptive, and totally centered on the people inside. You're using the exact same material, but you're going to get 2 completely different worlds. And this journey, it is not an overnight trip. The report calls it a journey to strategic AI maturity, and it takes years. You start by just building the foundation, then you expand what you can do, then you really start to integrate it everywhere. And finally, after 4 or 5 years, you get to a place where AI is just part of your company's DNA. This long-term view is where those 2 paths, the fortress and the home, really start to split apart.
So, keeping that 5-year journey in mind, let's dig into our first big idea: how these long-term visions diverge. This is where we see that initial choice, fortress or home, start to create 2 paths that are miles apart.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to a guiding star. What's the one thing that's steering the ship? For the shareholder-focused company, that star is creating a scalable advantage, something that boosts their market position and, of course, the bottom line. But for the customer-focused company, that guiding star is all about building sustainable trust. They're using AI to make relationships stronger and create real loyalty. Okay, so what does this shareholder vision look like in the real world? Well, their long-term training is super focused on governance and risk. It's all about building systems that are bulletproof, compliant, and totally predictable. And notice this, the training goes all the way up to the board of directors. They have to understand AI from a risk perspective because they're the ones who have to answer to the shareholders. Now, let's completely flip that coin. The customer-focused vision, it's all about intelligence and trust. The goal here is to create this constantly evolving, almost living understanding of the customer. And this isn't just a job for the data science team. The training has to be cross-functional so that marketing, product, sales, everyone is speaking the same AI-driven, customer-first language. So that's the big picture vision. But how does that actually translate into what people are taught day in and day out? Let's get into the next section and look at the actual learning blueprints. This chart just lays it all out so clearly. I mean, look at the contrast in the core goal: risk management versus relationship enhancement, or the key skill they're trying to build. It's either managing a portfolio of AI projects for the best return on investment, or it's gaining deep, meaningful customer insights. Even how they approach ethics is different. One side is focused on regulatory compliance and audits, while the other is focused on being a good steward of data and earning trust. And of course, when you teach people different things based on completely different philosophies for years on end, what happens? You end up creating totally different jobs. So let's look at the career trajectories that emerge from these 2 paths. The takeaway here is really simple. Shareholder value companies, they're basically creating a workforce of AI guardians, people focused on oversight and governance. But the customer-focused companies, they're creating a workforce of AI-powered artists, people who build and enhance the customer experience. So in that shareholder-centric fortress, the heroes are people with titles like Chief AI Officer, AI Ethics Officer, and AI Risk Manager. These are the folks making sure the fortress is secure, compliant, and strategically sound. Their job is to directly protect shareholder value. But over in the customer-centric home, the key roles look quite different. You've got the customer experience AI specialist, the personalization engineer, the ethical AI designer. Their entire reason for being is to use AI to make the customer's life better, more personal, more intuitive, and just plain more trustworthy. Okay, so let's bring this all home. We've seen these two incredibly distinct paths for AI training, the fortress and the home. The really interesting thing, though, is that both of them make perfect sense because each one is driven by a single, powerful purpose. And let's be really clear about this. We are not just talking about picking a few different online courses. We're talking about two fundamentally different ideas about what a company is for. The way an organization decides to train its people on AI for the long haul says everything about what it truly values and how it actually defines success. So at the end of the day, this big choice about the future of AI isn't really a technology decision, is it? It's a purpose decision. One path builds a fortress designed to protect value, the other builds a home based on trust. And the question I want to leave you with is pretty simple. Which path is your organization on?